Today we are going to take a full map tour of Kennesaw so you can know where everything is and learn more about this city in Metro Atlanta. If you're new here and don't know Kennesaw or Metro Atlanta in general, here's the Cliff Notes version. Kennesaw is a small suburb of northwest Atlanta. It borders the north side of Marietta, going up I-75. It's not very big and it's mostly residential. What I would say stands out most about Kennesaw is that it's more affordable with a median home price just above $400,000 as of this recording, and it gets good ratings when it comes to safety, with Safewise.com putting it in the top 20 safest cities in Georgia. Let's jump into the map. Okay, I have our map pulled up of Atlanta. It's gonna be right here, and then all the different suburbs and cities around Atlanta. You're just gonna go up 75. Marietta's gonna be here. Just keep going north and you're gonna find Kennesaw, and really even that circle is just a little bit big. Okay, I've zoomed in here, and even this, you can see kind of my points of interest that I've outlined here, and it really just hugs those dots. Everything kind of outside of this, like right here, that's Ackworth, that's Ackworth, that's Marietta, that's Woodstock right there. So it's really not very big. It's kind of like a transient city, I would say. It kind of transitions from, maybe a larger metro like Marietta up to a smaller metro like Ackworth. Okay, so I'm gonna break this up into sections. You really have your kind of central hub here. This is the downtown area, and this is kind of the main development. You can see all of that building there. And then there's kind of these ancillary kind of break off sections here. This is kind of the almost Ackworth area. This is kind of the almost Woodstock area. And then you have your kind of almost Marietta area down here. And like I said, it's mostly residential. We're going to talk about kind of where all the stuff is, and then we'll break off and talk about some of these more kind of ancillary areas. Okay, first let's talk about how you're going to get around. The main drag here is going to be I-75. This is a major interstate road, take you all the way down to Miami, all the way up to Michigan. It is going to go through Atlanta here, and it is going to go through Kennesaw. Branching off of that is going to be 575. It is I-75 technically. It's not an interstate road. They just really beefed up this road in order to develop, some of these more northern suburbs like Woodstock and Canton. I'm gonna delete that. And then moving on, let me replace those real quick. Okay, and then we have Barrett Parkway here. This is really where everything is happening as far as development is concerned, is Barrett Parkway. We have Chastain Road up here. 41 is gonna kind of go parallel to 75. If you're ever in a jam on 75, 41 might be another option. I'm not gonna say it's a better option, because if 75 is backed up, 41 is probably backed up as well. And then there's some more kind of ancillary larger roads. This is gonna be Main Street. You got Bell's Ferry over here. That'll take you a whole long ways north and south. This is gonna be Cherokee Street. That's gonna take you right into downtown Kennesaw. But as you can see, like, the roads kind of go all over the place here. This isn't like a Texas where pretty much everything is going north and south. As we get further north, it gets kind of hilly, and a lot of these roads are just gonna kind of follow the terrain. So if you're thinking in terms of north, south, east, and west, your mind's gonna get blown just a little bit. All right, let's zoom in first on where most of the development is. Let's start with the downtown Kennesaw area, which is right in here. Honestly, folks, downtown Kennesaw really isn't that much. This is kind of the center of it right here, is this little intersection. And then you have kind of a string of restaurants over here. You got Honeysuckle Biscuits. You've got the Social Bar, 1885 Grill, Kennesaw. They have another one over in Ackworth. BurgerFi, Horned Owl Brewing. There's a couple more up here off of Summer Street. El Taco Aztec, that's a good spot. The Pizzeria, that's a good spot. They have a little green space over here, and then they just finished the amphitheater here. They want to be cool kids, Woodstock did a great job of developing their downtown and really kind of puts Kennesaw to shame. So they're doing whatever, what they can in order to beef this up a little bit. But as of right now, there's some cool spots in here, but you're probably not going into downtown Kennesaw to kind of hang out. You're better off maybe checking out downtown Ackworth or this Marietta Square or downtown Woodstock. Okay, zooming out, this really is your main central hub as far as Kennesaw is concerned, and it all really centers around this road right here, Barrett Parkway. This is highly developed. I'm sure Aaron is throwing some B-roll on the screen right now of what it looks like, but everything that you need is on Barrett Parkway, and it's also known for its traffic. I mean, there's like a red light every 100 yards or so just because there's so much going on here. I'm gonna start over here with Town Center Mall. Yes, we still have a mall. And I think, last time I checked, this is actually for sale. So if you're a developer looking for a mall that you want to buy and maybe beef up a little bit, let me know. Like, I would love to do that transaction with you. That'd be fantastic. And then moving down further, this is kind of where everything is. You have your Target, your Old Navy, there's a DSW over here, Hobbytown, Best Buy, Michael's, the movie theaters over here. Yep, AMC, Barrett Commons 20, Hudson Grill, they got a bunch of restaurants, Chili's, TGI Fridays. Oh no, they changed the TGI Fridays. That's a First Watch now, that's right. I gotta check that out. Comment below if you love First Watch and breakfast food, or if you have one around you. Love it. Costco, let's see, the Bolero, it's a bowling alley. What else is around here? Dick's Sporting Goods. If you go further down, you got like a Rooms to Go, some more restaurants, Tesla, LA Fitness. Then over here, this is kind of the newer section as you go kind of further. I think of it as west, but I guess it's kind of more southwest actually. Like I said, nothing really runs north, south, east, or west around here. This is kind of the newer section. You got your Hobby Lobby, your Whole Foods Market. There's a bunch of restaurants around here, kind of chainy stuff like Freddy's, a Popeyes, a Flying Biscuit, Cava, Mod Pizza, Del Taco. But this is, just everything that you need in Kennesaw. And even, if you're in Marietta, you're coming up here for some shopping. Heck, I'm in Canton all the way up here. And sometimes I come down to Barrett Parkway for some shopping, depending on what it is that I need. And then right above that is going to be this. Now, this is exit 1 off of 575. I think it's exit 269 off of 75. I can't quite remember. Comment below if you know what exit Barrett Parkway is off of 75. And then the next exit off of 575 is exit 3, and this is Chastain Road. And again, another hotspot as far as stuff. Zoom in, there we go. Another hotspot as far as stuff is concerned. You got your Tin Lizzie's Cantina. That's a really cool restaurant. Marlowe's is kind of a mini chain around here. They got a bunch of Marlowe's. I love Marlowe's. You got your Whataburger, you got your Chick-fil-A, you got your Taco Mac. Comment below if you love Taco Mac. I love Taco Mac. It's one of my favorite restaurants. And this is right down the road from Kennesaw State University. And this is a really big local university. It's part of the FBS football program now. I think they were dead last. I think they had their first win this year. That's a really big deal though. If you know the South and the Southeast, and really just maybe America in general, but college football brings in a lot of money, which means that Kennesaw State is getting a lot better, they're getting a lot bigger, and they're getting a lot more funding because of all those football dollars. It's a really popular place that a lot of people send their kids to because you can live in Marietta, or you can live in Woodstock, you can live in Ackworth, or you can live in Kennesaw, and then boom, right there is Kennesaw State University. So you can be 20 minutes, half an hour, your child, your kid, your young adult can have a little bit of independence, but can only be, maybe a 30-minute drive away, if that's something that's a concern of yours. For example, we have our first neighborhood that I will point out. This is the Pine Tree Country Club. This is a private golf course, and you can see this is a really beautiful place that you can play some golf in. There are some homes in here. All right, so I'm pulling up our MLS, and this is everything that's closed in Pine Tree Country Club. I think there's only one available in there right now, but there's kind of a wide variety. You've got anything from like 400,000, built in the 80s, or some built in the 70s, just a little bit smaller, all the way up to, a 930. This is built in 92, 1.3 acres. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, I like the driveway. I like the brick. I like the floors. Yeah, this is pretty. A lot of these 80s, 90s homes, the layout is just a little bit different. They're all just a little bit quirky. Some of them work, some of them don't. How many? 5,500 square feet. You got a 6, 4.5. Yeah, so there's a wide variety if this is something that you're interested in. Okay, so that's kind of the main area as far as Kennesaw is concerned. Everything kind of centers around this. There's one more thing I'll talk about in here, and that's going to be the Noonday Creek Trail. It starts right over here. This is on the east side of 575. But it's gonna go over here. It's gonna cross 75. It's about 10 miles. You're gonna border the mall. You're gonna cross 75. You're gonna come down south. Where did you go? Oh, here we go. You're gonna come down south. You're gonna go to Aviation Park. This is like a cute little park, kind of off of Cobb Place. This is kind of a big intersection, so it always makes me nervous, like, seeing people play on this. But anyways, Noonday Creek, it's gonna come all the way down here, keep going, keep going, keep going. But it's about 9 miles, and they are going to connect this all the way up to Woodstock. So if you look at downtown Woodstock up here, see these trails right up here? You got Woodstock Park, that's a dog park. This trail's gonna go right into downtown Woodstock. There's one that branches off and goes to Woodstock High School. And then this guy comes down, and right now it dead ends at this Firehouse Subs and Moe's. But what they're gonna do is they're going to extend this. They've got construction going on right now, and they're just gonna follow Noonday Creek all the way to Noonday Park, and eventually they're gonna connect that to the beginning of this Noonday Creek trailhead. I think that's gonna be super cool. It's gonna at least double it, I would say, and make it anywhere from 20 to 30 miles. So I think that's really, really cool. Okay, so we talked about this main area right here, and then you have your ancillary areas on top of that. Over here is gonna be kind of your almost Ackworth area, going up 41, going up 75. The things I will talk about over here is going to be Swift Cantrell Park. This is, one of the best parks in Metro Atlanta, I would say. It's got 3 different dog parks, 2 different playgrounds, big green space. It's got the skateboarding park. It's super, super cool. And then right up the road from that is gonna be, this is North Cobb High School. So if you're in this kind of upper Ackworth, Kennesaw area, you're gonna be zoned for North Cobb High School. Great high school. Check niche.com and greatschools.org if you wanna know, kind of how that school does as far as ratings is concerned. You could live in a place like Legacy Park, which is a really big neighborhood up here. You can see all of these extensions. There's all these different enclaves in this Legacy Park area, but it's a really beautiful neighborhood in this area right down the road from Swift Cantrell and North Cobb High School. All right, now we're gonna move south. This is that almost Marietta area that I was talking about. Couple high schools down here that I'll mention. This is gonna be Kennesaw Mountain High School. Great high school, great band program. You're gonna be living, this is, look at this. This is all like residential, and this is all your development here. So you're probably gonna be living in this area, but you're gonna have access to all that stuff that we talked about at the beginning. You could live, you know, in Marietta Country Club, for example, another neighborhood that I'll highlight here. It's another golf course community, and this is like some higher end homes, some larger homes here. It says Marietta Country Club, but it actually is in Kennesaw. It's just an offshoot of Marietta down here, but they technically have Kennesaw addresses. Okay, I've got some options for Marietta Country Club pulled up here. We have some active and then we have some sold. So, you know, this is maybe on the lower end. This is $850. This is on the golf course, brick front. You know, I think this is what this looks like, one level. Got the pool. Floors look nice. I don't know about that tile. Smaller kitchen. Like I said, a lot of these layouts are just a little bit quirky. Some of them work, some of them don't. They were experimenting in the 80s and 90s. What can I say? And then you have something higher end. This is available right now. This is 1.8 million right now. How long has it been on the market? 40 days. 1993. On the golf course. I like this. I like the beams. They've redone the kitchens and the counters and the cabinets. I like that pantry. That looks very cool. Yeah, that looks like a really fun option. Over 6,000 square feet. That's a 4 and then 2 half baths. I assume there's a finished basement here. Oh, just a crawl space. Interesting. Okay, cool. But yeah, there's some options as far as Marietta Country Club is concerned. And then we do have an outlier over here. We have Harrison High School. This kind of sits like right in the middle of nowhere. You might live in Marietta, you might live in Kennesaw, you might live in Ackworth, heck, you might even live in Dallas, but Harrison High School is a great school. Again, that's a great band program as well. I used to work in the Cobb County band system, so I'm fairly familiar with a lot of these band programs. So if you have a student that plays an instrument, Harrison High, great band program. Kennesaw Mountain, great band program. Last thing I'll say about this is just to the south here is going to be Kennesaw Mountain. It looks flat, but this is a really big mountain. Got some great trails, give you some great views over here. There's the historic Civil War battleground over here. This is what you're gonna see from the road. And then you park over here, and then you have access to all these different trails. You have just kind of an easy loop over here, or you can take it all the way to the summit. But if you want some hiking that's local, you know, don't have to drive too far, Kennesaw Mountain is great. And then, you know, it's just a landmark. If you ever need to know where you're going, you just kind of look around, you find Kennesaw Mountain, you know, if you're going north, south, east, or west. Last area that I will talk about is gonna be this northern area. This is close to Woodstock. You know, it's essentially the almost Woodstock area, and right here is going to be a nice little new construction neighborhood. This is the Villages at Shallowford. All right, so we have some options here. We have some available, we have some pending, we had some closed. So it looks like we got, you know, anywhere from the kind of high 4s to low 5s. Let's look on the low end here. We have, let's see, 2,000 square feet. This is a 3, 2.5. Homes are a little bit close together, but that's kind of a going trend with new construction right now, especially around here. Open concept, nice little kitchen with an island. Opens up right to the living room. White walls are very in right now. And then let's look at something on the higher end. So this is in the low 5s, 2,200 square feet, 4, 3.5. A little bit more room. I like the stone on the outside. Not really a backyard. Okay, a little bit different layout. I like the fireplace better. Davidson's a great builder. They come highly rated amongst other builders. This looks good. If you're looking for a new construction option in the Kennesaw, Marietta, Woodstock area, this could work. Back to the map. This is right by Kell High School. I think, no, I'm not gonna say what I think because my Board of Ethics would tell me not to. Go to niche.com, greatschools.org to find out what you need to know about all these schools. But I do know Kell has an excellent band program, really great school in the Cobb County system. You know, you might live in Marietta, Mizone for this school, but a lot of people are going to be living in Kennesaw as well, you know, like at the Villages of Shallowford. One great thing about living in this area is that you're gonna have access to Highway 92. Tons of stuff on Highway 92. You got your Walmart, you got your Sam's Club, you got your Home Depot. There's also a Target over here. There you are. You got your Targets, you got your Lowe's, your Office Max, and then this is a BJ's actually. Let me confirm that, I'm almost positive that's a BJ's. Yeah, that's a BJ's. So you got your BJ's, you got your Sam's, everything that you would need. Highway 92, tons of stuff, tons of restaurants. Really nice to have access to that. And then it'll take you, you know, pretty far east and west. If you need to go down to Roswell or Alpharetta, 92 is a great road to have access to. Now, if you're interested but want to explore other options, check out this playlist over here and you can learn more about some of the other cities around here. I'll see you in the next one.